The Zazu is the new name in South African football that is set to compete with the vuvuzela for being the sound of football. Talk Radio 702's Crwys-Williams spoke to Glenn Fine on Monday about the kudu-shaped instrument and how it works. During the FIFA Confederations Cup, there were a number of calls, especially from foreign fans and journalists, for the vuvuzelas to be banned at the 2010 World Cup matches because the loud noise created made it difficult for them to follow the action on the field. But the most powerful man in soccer, FIFA President Sepp Blatter, said the long plastic pipe with the wide mouth was here to stay. Now it seems the vuvuzela may have a battle on its hands for the title of South Africa's #1 noisemaker.
And Glenn, you've come up with a replacement for the vuvuzela that you think is simply taking the vuvuzela to new heights.
I think firstly the vuvuzela sounds almost like my heart's beating right now, so I need to get that away. We've got a replacement. We've come up with a product called the Zazu.
Okay, now the Zazu does what? I mean, there are millions of people listening and they're thinking, no way, the vuvuzela is here to stay.
The idea of the vuvuzela must stay. Definitely, we can't lose the icon and the brand of South African soccer. It's what we've worked, probably what everyone's worked their whole lives for, to actually create South African soccer the way it is. And there's a certain brand and an icon that in our minds we associate when we hear the soccer, and when we see an African stadium there's that roar of love and excitement of people, and that was created with the assistance of the vuvuzela. We did our research and we realized that there would be some controversy over the vuvuzela and the noise that it makes. So we were introduced to a designer who actually owns the product, and we upgraded it. We fixed it up and made it more appealing, more sensual, and definitely sound better.
I should perhaps say to everybody that they look a little bit like horns.
Kudu horns.
Kudu horns.
Almost similar to a kudu horn. We chose something that was iconic, something that represented Africa, something that when you saw it you felt as though this was a legacy of Africa, and this is something that we created and we've taken from our history and from where we've come from as people, and we've molded it into a shape that can be used. And rather than an instrument that makes noise, we molded it and created a musical instrument. And we did that through the creation of a unique mouthpiece. And each Zazu, and Zazu, we chose that name purposefully as well because it's a hell of a lot softer. Sepp Blatter can definitely say the word Zazu when he introduces it to the world, and every tourist coming here can say that, you know, we had the experience of the Zazu. The mouthpiece is a unique piece.
And in terms of decibels, how does that compare to the vuvuzela?
We believe so far, first reports look 40% lower.
40%.
And we can reduce it more. We can come down drastically. It's all got to do with
done through that little,
through the mouthpiece. We just restrict the amount of air that goes through it. A vuvuzela is just a trumpet.
Yes.
It's just something to blow noise through. Where now we're taking a musical instrument, we put in a mouthpiece on it. An actual musician designed the mouthpiece. So this is something that's created to make music, and our campaign says we make music, not noise. And it's also called the spirit of Ubuntu, which means the togetherness of the people, and that's what we want to create with this.